The thing about saying you're gonna figure out where you're supposed to go in the next episode, or figure out where you're supposed to go, and then start the next episode is I'd have to reliably be willing to figure out where I'm supposed to be going, and I'm never gonna do that because okay, that was a lucky jump. Yeah, there we go.
That's too much.
I'd have to actively figure out where I'm going, and then there's a guideline that shows you where your cut is gonna land. That's great. The gun doesn't turn. That's horrific.
Horrific, you say?
Like his whole objective was like, yeah, I'm gonna keep you from coming over here by shooting you. But the gun didn't turn, and that was just a way for me to like run around him. And he's down there doing something.
Contingencies are in place for just such an eventuality. It's all in the
So he's doing his best.
And that's just fucking Bender.
You gonna stand around and mind your
Who are you, his mother?
Yeah, that's just Bender. And it doesn't feel like there's a lot of voice actors in the show, and that's not a bad thing. It just, as you watch it, it it slowly turns into the John DiMaggio and Phil Lamar show over time.
I mean, because almost anything that Phil Lamar's in, he does like 4 characters.
Voices, yeah. And I'd say the weirdest part is that he does a really good job at all of them, because some of them.
Yeah, because you normally can't tell it's him unless you just know what you're looking for.
And because that's how he wasn't like. I'd say the fact that he's like the characters in this, like some of the characters in this, like Brothers of the, because I think he's like 3 or 4 of the Brothers of the Empty Seven. 3 or 4.
Yeah.
And then John DiMaggio is the rest. Okay. Wait. Yeah. It's got to be this way. Don't you love a game without a mini map? And so like you get into a fight sequence and a box or a circle, and then when it's over, you have no idea which way you came from.
It's my favorite.
They gave me this quick overview of what I was supposed to be doing, and I have no idea what I'm doing because the overview came a little too fast. Why is that what the noise you made? He motorboated himself. Okay, all right, y'all, stop. That's enough.
But he was having a good time, okay?
Oh, God. I'm really being hurt.
Oh, that actually hurts.
You're obviously suffering delusions of grandeur.
Oh, see, I didn't know I could do that.
Ride that bitch.
Certain characters, certain enemies, if you parry them, will drop their weapons. You can't pick them up after that, but they won't have them.
I mean, why would you pick him up when you have a superior weapon?
Fair enough.
I mean, unless you just want to add insult to injury. You were killed with your own sword.
You beat me with my own gun.
The worst of all insults.
Why you shoot yourself? Why you shoot yourself?
There's no way I can make that jump. Nope, couldn't make that jump.
Not with that kind of attitude anyway.
Well, Afro isn't really keen on grabbing ledges in general. So he wasn't going to grab a random ledge. Like that would have allowed him to sequence break and effectively let me move forward in a decent amount of time.
Fair enough.
I don't really need that. Okay.
You couldn't hurry.
Okay, also, because the game isn't going to tell you this, Okiku is
A silly thing.
how would I word this? Okiku is presumed dead. The night that Afro learns that his sword master is the number 2 is the night that dudes attempt to break in. They attack the sword school, and Gino, aka Kuma, attempts to save Swordmaster along with Afro. The dudes who attack the school don't really attack the school. They really just attack Swordmaster. They kill all the kids.
I mean, it worked for the Jedi. Well, not the Jedi, the Sith.
Like, they kill the kids.
I mean, if you kill the future, there is no future to come back to bite you.
And I really, other than that, I couldn't tell you what cause they had, other than the kids were there. Like, that's almost the explicit reason. The kids were there, so they were like, yeah, y'all gotta die. Like the only kids that die for sure supposedly are Gino and that's where he was. I was wondering where he was. It's late now. Gino and everybody actually. Gino is supposedly dead for sure, and Akiku is supposedly dead. Are you gonna spawn more enemies?
What the fuck is that? Ooh, you bust.
But and that's not her name. I forget her actual name in the when she was a kid. But Gino is convinced, and I mean he is convinced that that Afro fucked that jump up.
Well, he's not wrong.
He is convinced that Afro killed everybody. Y'all are watching that happen for real. Including Okiku, or whatever her name was, as a kid. She didn't die. And neither did Gino. Gino was supposed to die, but he was plucked up by MODOK. And if you saw the show, you know what I mean. He was fucking plucked up out of the water by MODOK and rebuilt from the ground up. And the Kiku was recruited by the Empty Seven clan. Ow. And then Afro proceeds to have sex with her. It was her idea seemingly, because he was about to go and leave. again, the show is written so
I
well.
mean, to be fair, he didn't say no.
No, he didn't. But Ninja, him, knew he wanted to. Like, super knew he wanted to get that. He wanted to crush them cookies. So it wasn't like he had a lot of options, which isn't true, because no was always an option. But I will argue that the show does sex in a very strange way, because the women in this show have a tendency to lick men. That's it.
And that's weird.
It's weird how it's animated. It looks
Have courage, brethren.
incredibly
Everything is proceeding
fetishized.
according to plan.
Maybe the animator
Because-
just really likes licking.
Because you've seen what the brothers of the Empty Seven look like.
Can he feel me?
And in the first
Does he
episode,
know I'm here? Does he
and in the
know
first,
I'm coming, justice.
we might be
These
close to the end of the
statues
game.
told the story.
We are actually.
Now it's lost. Buried
Good.
under ropes.
I know for a fact that there's
packed into boxes.
one boss fight that's gonna be a pain in the cunt.
Maybe it's still there if you stop to look. Don't stop. My aim is to move forward. Always forward.
Also, I completely forgot that Afro has this thing for lemonade. Like, he has a thing for lemonade. Like, that's all he really gives a shit about. Like, that's what he drinks. He doesn't drink alcohol. He drinks this piss-colored lemonade. Oh, man, this is about to go down in the DMs. All right. I remember this part of the game. I do. I don't know if that's how I was supposed to get up there.
I do. Not like
He
this.
has a special straw that he carries with him to drink his lemonade out of.
Hey, Afro! Been a long time.
Mhm.
Somebody been praying to the god of ass. And it looks like
He surely does.
Your mistake was to let me live.
All right, this
Do I
chick
look
is new.
familiar? My
She's not in the
father,
show.
You killed him.
I killed a lot of people, lady.
Put that down.
I killed a whole lot of people. Good Lord, did I kill a lot of people.
Like I said, I'm not gonna even say I didn't kill who you said I killed, because
Yeah.
I probably did. I just don't remember.
Like, it sounds like something I would do. So I just don't remember doing it. And better question. I love
do.
how in stuff like this, like the question, like it's always a matter of revenge. I mean, that's hypocritical, honestly, because that's Afro's entire thing. Is like the whole plot is it's just about revenge. Like if I'm
That's also the entire plot of Last of Us.
Jesus Christ, man. Like the entire game the show is about Afro getting revenge on Justice, who cut his dad's head off. And I would also like to point out that, like, for a good chunk of his childhood, Afro carried the decaying head of his father with him. That's a lie. It was like for like a few days or a few weeks. Until he came across some new samurais or like, you know, bandits or whatever that wanted the fucking headband. And at the end of it, like, they find out that he's carrying the head, and then they destroy the head.
I mean, honestly, they were doing him a favor at that point.
You ain't wrong. Well, she died.
Afro! Heads up! Behind you!
Oh,
We
is
are
that
at the entrance of hell.
okay? Sorry.
How about a round of
The
body
body hard
poker?
poker. Wrong button. First off. Ugh. Yeah, I ain't gonna be able to pull it off. 'Cause the chick is fucking attacking way too often, and the samurais aren't being given an opportunity to not fuck up.
But
Ooh.
you always.
I have, well, Shogun Samurai. I don't want to die here
Well, no one wants to die.
because I don't know where the game feels is a good place for me to have to start over.
Sorry, friend. Double count.
Well, it's not going to be where you are in this moment in time. I can assure you of that.
Yeah, it's definitely.
Sorry, friend. Double count.
Yeah, it's the samurai aren't the ones. The shoguns aren't the ones I can counter, because like when I counter them, they just kind of bounce backwards, so I can't hit them with the heat. So I'm just, as I've already run out of time and the mini game is over, I don't care. I didn't care. It's the least interesting aspect of the game as a whole, because it takes what's already mildly convoluted combat and makes it a lot more twitchy, because you're trying to sit around and let people attack you who aren't attacking you one at a time. I gotta sneeze. Well, that's in the wind.
We all know how you feel about that.
Yeah, I hate that. Again, it works in God of War because Kratos is determined to. Kratos is equipped to
Swing
handle.
every direction around.
Yeah, but Afro can't even he can't guard if he's not facing you.
He's not exactly Ike, who literally
Yeah,
puts his sword in every direction.
like his sword's long, but it ain't that damn long. And the sex scene with him and Okiku is incredibly. It's as graphic as it can get without turning into porn. And I say that mostly because of, I guess, Kelly Hu's voice acting. Bullshit, but okay.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah, that's PC Carson for sure.
Damn! That girl put both the asses
Ass
in
is an
assassin.
assassin.
Stand your ground! This is all part of our plan!
Hold up, I gotta take a drink. I am taking a drink. I took a drink. My headphones are off.
The drink has been took.
Oh my gosh, my eyes are dry. I'm sleepy. I'm tired. Oh my gosh. I don't know how long that's been in his head. You see that thing sticking out of his head? That's not shrapnel. That's Okiku's hair comb thingy. After she was brutally murdered by the brutal murder man,
The brutally murders.
she Ninja suggested that he keep keep it as a memento to remember her by.
Because he's going to forget about the childhood friend being murdered.
He didn't kill her.
I know. I said being murdered. I didn't say he murdered her.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But it does come into play later in the game. It is relevant to the plot, weirdly enough. And that's another thing about it that I really do enjoy. But it also, that's what happens when a story is only 2.5 hours long.
I'm splitting. I suggest you do the same.
Because I just happen to remember what to do here. That's it.
Nothing more, nothing less.
Alright. Like, just his fucking sword cuts people in half. And I don't necessarily know what it takes to, like, make a blade that sharp.
Because the answer is either he's swinging it super hard or it's just extremely thin.
And the, like, Swordmaster says that a strike's, like, it's not about pure power. It's about, like, this weird balance of like power and, like, accuracy or something like that. Like, the game really doesn't go into it, like, too much, because I guess it assumes that you've already watched the show. Swordmaster is kind of fucking ruthless, because he gets attacked in the show. Like, I think Gino is like asking him where he's been because he smells blood, and he's like, "Yeah, I got attacked, but that fool lost his life instead," or some shit like that. I don't know if you gotta get out, yeah.
Called a deterrent.
What the fool say? Nah. He's like, how is being knocked out a deterrent? Everybody wants to be knocked out. Nobody wants to die.
He wants to die. To be fair, he's not lying. He ain't lying.
Because I didn't see him for a second. I thought maybe he killed him.
Killed himself.
Yeah, I like games that have enemies that are just insulted by your existence. Like, what's the name of that place in GTA 5 that what's up?
Don't let them talk. Shut them out. Shut them down. In the end, right belongs to whoever is left standing.
If dying like a bitch was part of your plan, then mission accomplished.
Right is mine.
Hey, you talking to yourself again? Man, I worry about your sanity sometimes. You should be careful. The mind is a terrible thing to waste.
Also, Afro Samurai smokes a fuck ton. I don't know why. I don't know, like, if they
Doesn't drink, but he does smoke.
I turned
Hold on.
as obsession grew strong. Your failings are mine. children.
Afro! Come on, number one. A secret hideout inside a volcano? The man's a walking cliche. That should have been the first place we looked. I ain't scared of heights. It's the ground that kills you.
All right. We have successfully made it through a decent amount of there's 2 mementos in Doppelganger I don't have, and I probably won't get them. In line with what Ninja just said, I had a dream last week that I was in space. And I don't know how to word this, but I was like remotely controlling a crane or some sort of tool like that. But I was balanced precariously on an I-beam. You know, like on an unfinished building.
Mm-hmm.
And here's where one of my statements gets contradicted, because I was afraid of falling. Like, I was afraid of fall.
In space, you say?
Yes. Like, I remembered having a hard time, like, keeping my balance. I kept looking down, and like I just saw like how far I had to fall in space. And
I mean, you would fall just very slowly.
yeah, I'd be all right. I would have been all right. But like, I hate heights. Like, that's one of the few phobias I'm willing to discuss in an open forum. I don't like heights, and it's fair because
You don't like the ocean.
I don't hate the ocean, because with the ocean, you float.
No, that's me.
Yeah, your brother doesn't like the ocean. More specifically, he doesn't. Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah, he doesn't like the ocean. But like in the ocean, I can float. It's the shit in the ocean I don't care for. All right, guys, that's it for now. I'm gonna hurry up and get the rest of these episodes knocked out so I go back to sleep. I'm sleepy. You can probably hear the voice. Until next time, y'all, stay black.